There's some camera channels on YouTube that seem destined to collaborate.
But it looks like a snapshot taken with a cell phone because the background's completely in focus.
What the hell is a snapshot?
Or maybe not. It's always been a big dream of mine to collaborate with the angry photographer. Unfortunately, he switched his content away from photography.
I don't watch other YouTube videos on photography. I can't stand to watch them. They're either gear pimps or they're a bunch of know-nothings. There's like no in-between. You get a bunch of gear pimps, someone sniffing gear. Buy this! Check the link below! There's some moron making some videos like, what?
I've been obsessed with watching camera channels on YouTube for a while now, and it's become clear to me that certain channels are destined to collaborate with one another. Take, for instance, Birding with Caliop and Marlene. They're both so passionate about bird photography, I figured their combined knowledge of bird behaviors and habitats would blow up the internet.
Hey, it's Marlene. If you're new here, welcome. I've been teaching photography since the turn of the 21st century, and I did all my formal training and education in the last century. Yes, I've shot a ton of film too, and I've also taught color and black and white film developing and color and black and white printing at the college level. So even if you don't see the birds you love, definitely photograph anything that's around because you will get better and better and you'll get more used to your camera. You'll get muscle memory, you'll learn how to focus better, you'll learn what settings that work best for you, and you'll be able to get good shots. So definitely don't forget to shoot any birds, even squirrels once in a while. They're always good to practice on.
Now, although it may not seem like it, this is Birding with Caliop, where we're curious, nerdy, and forever wanting to learn more about the natural world around us. In this episode of Nesting Notes, we spend time with a female yellow warbler as she builds her nest in the crook of an oak tree near Toronto's Don Valley Parkway. At first glance, it's a simple act, carrying in fine fibers and placing them around the nest. But when we look closer, we see a flurry of specialized behaviors. She arrives with a thread-like fiber in her beak, maybe spider silk, maybe down from a plant. Watch as she tucks it into place along the rim. These aren't random motions. She's weaving and tightening, binding the nest together with nature's glue.
The next two channels that are perfectly aligned to collaborate are Camera Conspiracies and Vu Wen. Let me show you. Casey and Vu are both natural-born comedians. Comedy is critical in the world that we're living in today. They both have considerable acting skills. They both created an antagonist character that picks on the poor shill tuber.
We got a tripod, homeboys. Camera goes on top of that. Game changer, huh?
Are you shill tubing another product from China? What is that?
The tripod.
Aren't there enough of those on the planet?
It's different.
Just filling up the landfills, are you? God, why don't you get a real job? There's greenhouses hiring. You could plant some food, feed some families for once.
It's too hot.
Robbing them.
Hey man, you got a new camera? Yeah, this is actually the Lumix S12. I actually have it all rigged out with the tilter cage on it. Those tube doucher shills actually weren't shilling. This is a great camera. Oh my god, Lumix S1 Mark II. It's trash and unprofessional. Why do you say that? It have an overheat problem. Bro, I use this camera to film 6K open gate for like 3 hours. 5.1K 60 frames per second open gate in like 95-degree weather. I didn't even get an overheat warning. No man, I have a friend with an uncle who cousin saw on the Facebook a guy say his friend father with a Lumix S1 Mark II, it overheat in 5 minutes.
They may not agree that the Lumix S12 is a perfect camera, but a collaboration between these two would be unforgettable.
It's hard to respect like an S12 user. You spent money. What's your problem? It's very costly. You could have chose anything that would be equal or better. So I don't know about that color science, but
obviously I switched. 100% from Sony to Lumix.
Sometimes a perfect camera channel collaboration is born from a difference in opinion. It would be fascinating to watch Brian James, that Micro Four Thirds guy, sit down with Jared Polin and discuss the value of a snapshot.
But it looks like a snapshot taken with a cell phone because the background's completely in focus. And again, not everything needs to be blown out of focus in the background. We all understand that. I understand that. But there's a difference between looking at an image like this and going, yeah, that's amazing, to I took a snapshot. Moment captured, great. Execution, not as great. It was probably done with a wider angle lens. This is why you see a lot of portraits, of family portraits, done on the longer side, 105, 200 millimeters, because it compresses the background, it flattens it out, it makes the subjects pop out more.
But when you get the criticisms over a photograph and they say, well, that's just a snapshot, and you think to yourself, well, maybe it is just a snapshot, but it's my snapshot. It's my photograph, it's my capture in time. I saw a photograph of my father. My father's been gone from us since 1996, so my memories are 30 years old next year of my father. And I saw a photograph of my father the other day, and my immediate thought wasn't, oh, that should have been done that way, and that wasn't, the rule of thirds doesn't really come into this. What a bad shot of my father. I just thought, that's my dad. That's my dad. And looking at the photograph, it was a snapshot. It was a holiday snapshot that I saw. It broke every rule going. There was nothing insofar as photography rules which fitted that photograph. And yet that photograph was so powerful.
Another collaboration I would like to see is between two camera channels that have a difference in opinion over the vitality of Micro Four Thirds. Robin Wong and Tony Northrup.
And I predict for us personally, we'll be migrating away from Micro Four Thirds over the next couple of years as Panasonic loses their niche of making just awesome vlogging cameras. I bet we'll be all full frame within the next 12 months, and we'll be selling all our Micro Four Thirds gear probably for a loss.
I have been tempted to switch systems many times. There's so many amazing camera releases recently. However, a recent shoot reminded me of why I still love Micro Four Thirds system. In this video, I want to talk about the reasons why I'm still using Micro Four Thirds system in the year 2026. Let's do this. I don't have to worry about breaking my neck or my back or injure myself in long run. Trust me, I have a lot of friends handling full frame cameras over the years, and they suffer a lot of back pain, neck pain, all kinds of injuries, even slick discs. I'm not joking.
Trust me, I've learned about neck injuries from carrying the Sigma 150 to 600. While my dreams of collaborating with the angler photographer will never happen, maybe some of these other channels will get together and collaborate. My other secret dream collaboration is with Marcus Pix.
I said, you know what? Let me go back to my A7 III. The old trust. I've used this for years. This is I've got great pictures with it, and the pictures were great, instantly great.
Could you imagine getting lost in his house with all those beautiful cameras? If you like this video, give it a like. Consider subscribing for more camera-related content from a newbie like me. God bless.